Hello everyone, this is an update specifically for our course match anglers. We're working on the same process for game, sea and predator competitions, but with the proximity of some major course competitions, I wanted to share this update as soon as possible. The team and I, in partnership with fisheries organisers, captains and individuals, have been working to review the viability of our course competitions for the remainder of 2020 and into 2021. We must ensure that the safety and well-being of our anglers, volunteers and staff is our first priority. As a result, we've reviewed every course competition against stringent set of criteria to ensure that any competition we plan to deliver, we have robust plans in place to ensure it adheres with the best practice guidance we worked so hard to get agreed. I'm working closely with the CEOs of other sports, and it's important to remember that very few sports can offer their participants any form of competitive activity at this time. I'm delighted to say that a number of competitions across both natural and commercial fisheries will proceed for 2020 under strict COVID-19 compliant best practice guidance. These include Riverfest, Canal Pairs, Winter League and Silverfish. Unfortunately, I can also confirm that the 2020 Division 1 and Division 2 Nationals, along with the Individual National, Feeder National, School National and Veterans and Masters National will be cancelled for 2020. The Junior and Youth, Ladies and Disabled Nationals will be rescheduled and replanned in line with the current guidance, with details of these events to follow. I want to explain the rationale for this. These decisions have been made in partnership with stakeholders such as the CRT, and I want to take this opportunity to thank John Ellis for all of his input in this process, as well as with organisers. Chris Howard, David Kent, Andre Grandjean and their teams have vast experience of running nationals, and I wanted to ensure that they and their teams had the opportunity to properly assess the venues and give their views on what could be achieved. Whilst we are all anglers, I'm nowhere near as experienced as these guys, or for a matter of fact the various team captains who I called this week to ask their opinions. I've sought to take advice from all parties in order that we make the right decision, and I'm confident that we have done that. Fortunately, these parties and the top-level international anglers who I've consulted were largely in agreement with the assessment of our organisers. Throughout this process, our organisers have proved that they can run competitions on natural and commercial venues under best practice COVID-compliant guidance. However, the sheer scale of the nationals, the travel involved and the doubts over accommodation, coupled with the magic of the nationals, the draw, the camaraderie and the elation at the prize giving, then afterwards in celebration, would not allow us to deliver these events as we know and love them in 2020. I'm also acutely aware of the prestige involved in the national championships, and I do not believe it would be fair for a team who held legitimate misgivings about participating this year to be relegated or penalised for that decision. The 2021 Nationals will be run on the same venues as planned in 2020, with dates available via the link below. The Angling Trust team will be available to help with any ticket exchanges or refunds. There's also a link to a series of FAQs which we felt would help in understanding our decision-making process. We've not made a blanket decision on every event. We've taken a number of factors into consideration, and I hope have reached logical, qualified decisions with input from anglers, captains and organisers who are at the coalface. I can't do any more than that. I've heard it said since I joined the Angling Trust that we're all about the money, and I think anglers often misunderstand our motives. We do not make a profit and we invest the money back into the sport. We don't have paid directors. I can categorically state that the financial impact of any decision was not a consideration in this process. This is about doing the right thing for our anglers, our volunteers, our staff and our sport. As government guidance evolves, we'll continue to assess the viability of our competitions programme, and where possible, we'll introduce competitions that anglers want to fish. I've had some amazing anglers offer me insight and support over the past few months. I've always stated how crucial I see competitions and our international teams, and I look forward to working with competition anglers of all disciplines moving forward. As I said at the start, game, sea and predator competitions are all undergoing the same process, so keep an eye on the Angling Trust pages for similar updates next week. Thank you.